Hi everyone, this is Dr. Bridges and I want to review the digital object identifiers. If you're unsure of what a DOI is, please follow the links at the end of the presentation to read more about them. I just want to go over the basic information about how to find a DOI and when to use retrieval information. Here you'll see a demonstration of what an article reference should look like in APA format. You'll need to get in the habit of looking up DOIs for your references for the course and for your dissertation. Adopting these practices now are going to save you countless hours during the end of your dissertation phase. There's a basic three-step process. For newer articles, the electronic copy will contain a DOI on the first page, either at the top or the bottom. If one is present, you can use it in your reference. Step 2, for slightly older articles, there may not be a DOI on the first page, but one may have been assigned later through the Crossref system. You're going to look up the article at crossref.org, and if a DOI has been assigned, then use it in your reference. Now, the third step is if no DOI is present on the first page and no DOI has been assigned via Crossref, then the APA rules state that you should use retrieve from information on the journal's website. I'm going to show you some information about how to do this. We're actually going to walk through a few of these. So here are some examples, some example references. This is how they would appear on the syllabus. Notice that there's no DOI present, and we have this HTTPS LOPS URL. Now this is called a GCU library permalink. It is provided in the syllabus to help students find their actual readings very conveniently in the GCU library. And while this is really useful for you as a student, this is not the information that actually belongs on a reference. And I want to make that very clear. If you see LOPS, then you know that it's going to be sending the person to the GCU library. If you were writing an article or your dissertation and you wanted to give the retrieval information, only people who have GCU affiliations would be able to access that. This is why we use DOIs and retrieval information for the journal and not the information, not the GCU permalink. So we're going to walk through a few of these to demonstrate this. So these, I've taken the permalinks out here and we'll walk through these together. So step 1, let's look at Johnson. We can just click on the actual permalink. I already have it up. So this is Johnson, Historiography and Psychoanalysis. Now you can open the PDF and you can see it's not at the top, but let's look at the bottom. There's the DOI right there. Now I'm going to show you something else that's even easier than opening up the PDF. This is the library resource, basically the entry for it. The DOI is here as well. So all you have to do is copy this information. You use the correct, and we're going to paste it right here at the end. Now, this is the newest format, https://doi.org/ and then just the DOI. You'll notice that you can see this DOI here. It's the same exact information we found there. Okay. Now we can also check this. I wouldn't expect that you would do this, but we can also say we didn't have it there. We could go to Crossref. This is just crossref.org. And I go to search metadata. It's searching historiography and psychoanalysis, and look there, that's the same exact DOI, right? Now we should also be able to look at that DOI should be able to look that, whoops. I'm going to copy this, and I'm just Let's see if I can get this actually in. Okay, so there's the DOI. We're just going to enter the DOI and see if we can look it up, reverse look it up. Look, so we just entered the DOI that time and we found the actual journal article. So that's really helpful for in the future if you happen to have a DOI, but you can't find a link to the source. You can just use this and it'll take you right to the information, right? Okay, so that's the first one. Now let's look up para. So we're just going to use this link, which is, again, the GCU Library Permalink. And I've just pasted it in here. You'll see it comes up. And again, you'll see that the DOI is listed right here. So we don't even have to go any further. We don't even have to look on the first page, but just to demonstrate to you, there's the DOI on the first page. Okay, so both of these first two already have a DOI assigned. So now we're going to go look at Hebraic. So we're just going to copy this permalink. This is the source, Hebraic. The dream is a picture of psychoanalytic process. Look down here. Do not see a DOI. We have an ascension number. We have an ISSN, but we don't actually have a DOI. So let's go look on the first page. There's no DOI at the top. There's no DOI at the bottom. So we know that this is going to be one of those that instead of using a DOI, we have to go look it up in Crossref and see if there's been a DOI provided, after the fact. So what we can do is just copy this information. I'm going to go to Crossref, search metadata. And we're looking at the title here. None of these are there. So there's several different ways that we can look at these up. Let's just try search this way. Just by the title only. We don't see it. So more than likely what's going on is that there is not a DOI assigned for this particular one. We can't find one on the title page. We can't find one at Crossref. So instead, we're going to use retrieval information. I'm going to show you how to find the retrieval information. Remember, we're not going to use a permalink. So one way you can look at it is you can just look at this source. That's the publishing journal. So we just go here, take this information, copy, go back to, by the way, this is the correct one for para. As you can see, the same thing. And then you would use retrieved from, and then you would use that website that we just found. You can also find this on the, if we click on the source, it's going to give you this website here. So you can just copy this website, paste it right into your reference there. So retrieve from. Now again, I want to let you see the difference. This is a permalink. It does not belong on the reference page. So when we use retrieve from information, it's for the publishing journal. It's the home page of the publishing journal. It's not the permalink. So if you have any more questions about DOIs, what they are, and how to display them correctly, I've also provided a link here. I will make sure to post all this information on LoudCloud. So if you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the discussion forum. But this is the very simple way of going through what you need to do to look at the three-step process to see, one, if there's a DOI. If there is, you use it. If there's not, you look it up on Crossref to see if one's been assigned. And if not, then it doesn't have a DOI, and use retrieval information for the journal's website, not the GCU Library Permalink. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the discussion forum soon.